My name is Lola Vera. I graduated from Rowan in May 2019. My major was political science with a concentration in public policy and a specialization in race, class, and gender politics. So initially I chose Rowan specifically because my community college had a partnership with Rowan. I was part of the STARS program, so I had to go to community college first for my 2 years, get my associates, and then I could transfer over to do my bachelor's. And they had a partnership with Rowan University that stated that if you ended up graduating from community college, instead of just transferring, all of your credits would be accepted. And that was really like the deciding factor for me. Oh my goodness, I loved my Rowan experience, I did. So my first semester here at Rowan, I actually looked online and saw that they had a ballroom dancing class. And I got so excited because it's like, who in the world would have that class? Who in the world would take that class? So I decided I was gonna take it. And I fell in love with it, I did. And through the instructor, I actually found out that Rowan University has their own competitive collegiate ballroom dance team. So I actually ended up competing with them all my years here at Rowan University. Also, I was very involved in the SJCIR building. I believe that's the acronym. So I used to go to all of their talks, specifically with the Dining for Diversity. Basically, a bunch of students would meet up, have dinner, and we would talk about topics that were going on in the world. And the You Good Fam, which was a mental health sort of workshop that they put together. And then my senior year here at Rowan, I was actually a transfer student mentor. So basically, my role was they would assign me a student, and I was just basically their point of contact if they had any questions. Because transferring in instead of coming in as a freshman, it's a lot harder, and your experience is a lot different because you feel as though everybody already has their friends, everybody already has their clique, so it's who do you hang out with? So I was there for them if they had any questions or anything. And then my senior year, I actually ended up being the yearbook editor. So for my senior year, I actually created my yearbook. So I actually had a couple. For as far as political science courses, I fell in love with my Civil Rights and Liberties class with Dr. Kathy Balin, and my Politics of Race, Poverty, and Welfare with Dr. Catherine Jovian. They kind of are the people that opened up the other side of politics, because I was always dead set on I'm gonna go to law school, I'm gonna be a lawyer, because I didn't know another way to be in politics other than that. And they opened up the world of public policy to me, and now I work in public policy, which is amazing. And the best class I've ever had was cultural geography with Dr. Robbie Ferguson. He is just so, he's been everywhere in the world. He has traveled, he has immersed himself in cultures, and just hearing him speak about his experiences is I want to be that person one day, to be able to say, yeah, I've been to South Africa, yeah, I've been to Europe, and then to be able to teach in that, wow. So actually, after I graduated, it was a little bit hard to get into my field, and then the pandemic hit, which kind of put everything on pause. But I was so lucky and blessed that I found a campaigning firm that actually works alongside the New Jersey State Representatives. So it is amazing, and it feels great that I'm actually working in my field, and I'm using my degree that I didn't get in debt for absolutely nothing. My favorite part is just having my degree. Specifically for me, I was a first-generation student, so I'm the only person in my family that currently holds a bachelor's degree or any degree higher than high school. So it meant a lot to me, for my family, to actually be able to accomplish the American dream, and it feels amazing that I am actually able to work in my field, and specifically with my job. I work a lot with low-income communities, so I'm like their point of contact, and to me it feels like I'm making a difference because like I get to hear their concerns and I get to bring it to people who can actually make a difference for them. Honestly, like, Rowan is just amazing. Like, my advice to students would be take advantage of all the resources that Rowan has to offer you. Because honestly, in my line of work, it's all about the connections that you make, and I was so blessed that I was able to make some of those connections here, specifically through the CHSS alumni engagement that they had. They had like some sort of like dinner, and I was able to meet a lot of people, and that's actually how I heard about my job now. And like honestly, like do the workshops that they have, do the symposiums that they have. Like even if you don't feel like you're qualified to do that sort of stuff, just do it because it's a resume builder. And it's like when you're in the workforce, that could be like the defining factor between you being like shining out in a sea of thousands of resumes that look exactly the same.